Good morning, all my Book-A-Holics. How are you guys? I'm doing well. I know it's been a year. Yes, you heard me right. A year since I last posted on my YouTube channel for a book. And there's a reason, and I'm not apologizing for it. Well, I'm partially apologizing for it. So I don't know if you guys know, but I started crocheting and taking care of my own hair. Right now it's in 2 poof balls because I don't feel like braiding it because I am practicing cornrowing my own hair. Anyway, but I also have been crocheting. Yes, you heard me right. Crocheting. It has been so awesome learning new stitches and new patterns and how big a blanket I could make and all that other great stuff. Anywho, so I partially apologize for being away so long. Please don't be mad. Please don't judge me. But if you're going to do that, then, whatever. It's fine. Anyway, so I am back with an update. Well, not an update. With a review of a book that I just finished. And if you're new here, my name is Tiel. It is a pleasure to meet you. If you're not new, hey. Anyway, so let's get into this book review because, oh my gosh, all the feels. So, I have just finished this book, Becoming by Michelle Obama. And now, this book was amazing. It was very detailed, but not so detailed to where you felt overwhelmed, and not so under detailed to where you felt like, okay, I'm kind of not understanding what this book is about. So there are exactly 425 pages in this book. I started this thing where I like to read 100 pages a day. So this book took me 4 days to read. I just finished today. And it was a really, 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 really good read. Like, we get to see, or we get to create in our minds, little Michelle Obama, or Michelle Robinson, sorry. We get to create in our minds little Michelle, baby Michelle, toddler Michelle, child Michelle, teenage Michelle, college Michelle, young adult Michelle. Like, it was just that good. Now, for those of you who are not into politics, I still kind of recommend this book because it's not all about politics. It's about, adjusting to the life of politics. But if you're dead set on not reading a book about any politics, whether they're for it or against it or not wanting to be a part of it, I still kind of recommend this book. Just to be honest. Now, this book goes all the way back to before Michelle met Barak, which was quite interesting. She was a very self-assured child. She was very confident, very, outspoken. Like, she didn't let you run her over, verbally, mentally, spiritually, anything like that. If she had a question, she was going to ask it. If she was curious about something, she would find out, she would satisfy her curiosity. So this book definitely, it just kind of, I guess, brings back that old saying that, oh, they're human too, just like anybody else. Because when we look at celebrities or people of fame, whether it be, Beyonce or Justin Timberlake or Rihanna or, Michelle Obama, they are human. Like, they do go through that daily struggle of self-doubt, of not being good enough, of not knowing how to, do something, but trudging along, trying to figure out how to do whatever it is that they have to do. And becoming a first lady was something she had no idea how to be. Like, she got, some information from, the previous first lady, but that was really it. Like, and people judged her like so bad, from what she wore to how she looked to how her hair was to how, you know, much she cared about the children. Like, it was just really crazy, and it was just like topsy-turvy, and I almost wanted to stop reading it because I was just like, dang. Like, I know what I saw in the news. Like, people were like, oh my gosh, she's angry, she never smiles, you know, and I was like, what? I don't think that's right. But reading this book, it gave you, you know, a glimpse in her world before being a first lady, to being a first lady, and a little bit after being a first lady. She had her fears about being a first lady. She, you know, her feelings would get hurt when somebody would say something horrible to or about her in the newspaper and or on the news, and it was just like, oh my gosh, she has bullies too. Like, that's really what it kind of came down to, is she had bullies, and it just like completely, like, I don't know, like clicked, meshed, whatever you want to, however you want to put it. Like, she comes from a background of two loving, supportive parents, a brother who, by the way, looks dead on her. Like, they could be twins, you know, except he's a guy, but still, they could be twins. Like, that's how much they look alike. And raising daughters in the White House was no easy feat. I mean, she wanted the best for her daughters. She wanted her daughters to feel, you know, normal, to be accepted, to not have to go through criticism like she and Barack Obama were going through. And I thought, you know, that is the power of a mother's love, to make their child feel like normal, to make them have experiences like any other child would experience. And because they were now the sole focus of the internet, of the news, they kind of had to be careful of where they went or how they dressed or how they spoke. They had to be polite. They had to, you know, just like they were under, it was like they were under a magnifying glass. That's how crazy it was for them. And this book really, it gives me inspiration. It gives me hope, you know? And I think that in a book like that, you can't go wrong. You know, I read some autobiographies, and some autobiographies I don't. I really, if I know, or if I have been following the person for a while, I will definitely pick up their autobiography, like Angelina Jolie. I'm a big Angelina Jolie fan, and I've read, I think, 2 of her autobiographies. I think 2. I'm a big fan of Michael Jackson, and I read both of his autobiographies. And I thought that what Michelle Obama did as her time as First Lady, you know, making food healthy, caring about the children, and wanting to be active and wanting to get children active, I thought that was completely amazing. You know, when Barack Obama made it legal for same-sex couples to get married legally, whoa. Like, so many people were so proud. And of course you have those people that are like, that's not right, you know, spewing off their, you know, negativity. But you have more people that were thankful, that were happy, that were like, yes, that is my president. Yes, that is my first lady. And it was just really awe-inspiring. And I definitely recommend this to anyone and everyone. And yes, there are politics in it, but it's basically from her perspective about politics. Yes, her husband was the president, and yes, she was first lady, but that didn't mean she was a fan of politics. Or does it? You'll have to read to find out. So definitely, if you want something inspirational or hopeful or just meaningful to read, I definitely recommend this book. And I promise I will try not to be away for a year again. But between crocheting and taking care of my own hair, I plan on finding some sort of balance so that way I'm not away for a long time. Thank you guys for understanding. If you've read this book, let me know in the comments below. If you don't want to read this book for whatever reason, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear. I do thank you guys for your time. I hope you have an amazing, wonderful morning, day, night, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.